crazy mother.
Hello and welcome to another episode. We were promising you a tour of our boat, but the problem is I really wanted to show you a boat that's in a good condition and that's super tidy and that's really just an inspiration for you to maybe consider also getting a boat or downscaling your life or whatever. Like just it's all about living your fullest life. Problem is we're working on the boat and we're living on the boat, as you know, and it's often very difficult to get one space clean. So we've got lots to do. I'll actually show you our to-do list, our boat list. I'm not going to go through all of them in detail, but these are the ones we've got to install. Some of them are already done. Changes, move the fridge, it's been done. Spray dodger, we had to decide what type of spray dodger we wanted to get, a hard dodger or a canvas one. Gotta get hot water sorted out, a dinghy and an engine, a life rod, the forestay needs to be replaced, the anchor needs to be checked, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, so much to do. The greatest thing of all is when I sit here, my hair kind of goes over it, my head, and then our list disappears, and then I've got to rewrite it. So when I sit here and I have my little coffee in the morning, and I lie back and I like discuss stuff with Christo, my hair kind of erases a list to do, but then I've got to rewrite it because it's not going to go away. Okay, so let's chat more about that to-do list of ours. We divided it into things that we've already bought and things that just need installing, versus things that we still need to pay money for. So our chart platter and the solar panels and the batteries are pretty much done, and they're all installed. The autopilot, that's been done, and we've bought our fridge. Then we've got things to still buy and consider. We're doing research about a spray dodger and a bimini. The hot water system, we're still using hot water on the kettle. And dinghy and an outboard motor, we still have to decide between a soft dinghy and a hard dinghy. We're checking our rigging, and we also need to check our anchor. And to give you an idea, we're really doing all our research, we're figuring out what we want, and then also budgeting. So we're keeping an eye on sites where we can get it secondhand versus new sites versus doing it ourselves or getting somebody to do it for us. This is really just the basics, and there's not even like talk about nice little things like new cushions for the cockpit or anything like that. So it just gives you an idea of what we're busy with. And we keep moving from cabin to cabin. So our aft cabin currently is a bit of a garage, which is not totally disgusting, but we have to put our autopilot in. We've moved some of our stuff that was in there, like cushions, to storage, so there's more space for them. So that's pretty much a garage. I can't show you that, it really looks horrible. We will. But it's not like the best way to show the space. Our fridge, we got a fridge. This is a huge day for us people. We've got a fridge. We haven't had one for about 5 months. Even when we were still in our house, we sold it before we moved out, and we were okay for winter, but I'm so excited. Have a look. That is our fridge. Our fridge was in the passage that goes down to the aft cabin. We worked on it the last 4 days to move it to the saloon because it's much easier just to have it closer to the galley, and we did that, so I'll show you a little bit of that. So although our boat came with a fridge freezer, we had to redo the gas and check the elements and all of that, and they often don't really work well, we've heard. So we did a lot of research and decided on a camping outdoor fridge freezer with a great warranty. I'll put the link below. and we've been really happy. The only trick was to find a spot for it, because boats are built so cleverly that you don't have space.
In a passage to the aft cabin, and it's in the way, so we can't check the oil and we can't struggle to service the engine, and it's a mission to get this stuff in the fridge, so we're going to put the fridge here.
So we're losing one seat, but we think it's okay because we still have lots of seats available, and it makes more sense to have it close to the kitchen.
And the fridge is long enough to fit in from the inside and the side of the hull to about here. The only problem is if it's in there you can't open the second door, so we're making a slider so the fridge can come out so that you can open the second fridge compartment.
So Krista set out to firstly open up the gap, and then also, so we cut it all open, and he also spent hours in a workshop where he prepped a specific frame for the sliders for the fridge. So the other problem is that this actually needs much more space than we thought, so we'll have to open that up even more and then see if it works or not. Yeah, not keen.
Not.
We really didn't have the right tools, but Krista did a brilliant job, and he actually removed all of the lining and the padding and the insulation of the old fridge. That's like what we got out, and we had about 2 or 3 trolleys full of fiberglass and insulation, and although it looks like it would have done the job, we are very happy with our more modern fridge freezer.
So this is where the batteries are going to go, and it used to be where the fridge was. So the fridge is out and the batteries are in.
And what's that bracket?
This is for a strap holding the batteries down.
How's it secured?
Permanently with nylock bolts or nuts.
We'll do a separate insert in one of our videos on our battery pack, our solar panel setup, and the inverter and how they all work together. But this is a really great spot for our batteries. The lid goes over, Krista painted it, we cleaned it up nicely, and it was just a perfect spot. Cushions on top, and then the fridge to the left. Although we said we want to do a boat tour, I think as we go through this whole journey we want to plan, but then other stuff happens, and that's life, and that's also very much true of cruising and sailing. So I want to share in a way like our very authentic side of what we're going through. So I put Scotch Guard on the upholstery, and we're tidying up and getting rid of stuff we don't need that is still here from the past owner, and we've removed the old name as well because we're getting a new name. Okay.
This is how you do it. This is how you do it.
it was super messy, like the whole week while we were on the hard, and now we're cleaning up, and it's still a mess. You're not allowed to show. Jump.